own thoughts on GTA 6.
Out of Grand Theft Auto 6's initial landing, given how weird the real world has become. He made clear that this is not a knock on the game's scale. He said it's still GTA, it's still going to be massive, and people will still lose their minds. It's going to be huge. But it's a different world from the one 13 years ago when GTA 5 came out. And then went on to say it's a very different world even from just a year ago. And then the line that stuck with me the most, what seemed so far-fetched and insane just a short while ago now feels just like another day. He added that he thinks what is happening in the real world is going to make it harder for a GTA game to work the satirical angles it has historically relied on. And then this is important, he then immediately hedged and said maybe that's, I know there will be plenty of commentary and satire woven in, there's a lot of the Florida Man stuff and lots of territory like that still to cover. And that self-correction is actually the most interesting thing in the whole interview. He makes the argument, then almost immediately questions whether it's true.
GTA 6 is going to repeat what it has done in the past very well. GTA 5 was all about making LA very funny, while 2013 was a completely different era from what we saw before. It does seem like GTA 2026 is not really that far off. We're seeing people chasing alligators, which is something we saw in real life, and a lot of these images we're seeing in the game by itself are actually happening in real time in Florida. There's real news reportage footage of these things happening. It's not like GTA 5 made it up, GTA 6 made it up, but GTA 5 was all about taking LA on a level up a notch and then actually using all of that stuff and putting it into a game. And it seems like GTA 6 is gonna be just like a normal game. And what I mean by that is all of this stuff that is crazy, maybe 10 years ago will actually be pretty normal to see in GTA 6, such as, for example, pool parties or gators coming to store, because this is something that has happened. But it does seem like GTA 6 is going to be focusing also more on realism. While GTA 5 was about tearing down a house, it could mean that GTA 6 is going to be more about realistic scenarios, such as like a smuggling business. This is something that we are seeing as a big problem in Florida, and that is something that a lot of creators are going to be focusing on. Now, to me, it does seem like that GTA 6 is all about realism, and that is what people want to see. They want to see the genuine world being in a full-on chaos, which is exactly what the world is right now. And I think, personally, when people see that this game could actually happen in real life scenario, but you control the narrative, this is when people actually start to trust the game. They start to trust the system. Instead of giving us like a sci-fi game that doesn't really matter or happen, we are seeing 10 times more engagement with this, especially in the RP community.
Stuff with Hollywood. We had all of the Life Invader, which was obviously a dead-on parody of Facebook. We had all of Michael's therapy sessions, Trevor's psychotic rampages, and of course all of the corrupt government agencies like the FIB and the IAA. And so again, that was 2013. The problem in 2026 is that the gap has narrowed dramatically. Events that would have been dismissed as too outlandish for a GTA game a decade ago are now just a Tuesday. The Florida Man genre of news story, which is basically the entire of what GTA 6's setting is designed to be, it really has become so well established as a cultural phenomenon that the joke has already been made 1,000 times in real life before Rockstar gets a chance to make it in the game, in the same way GTA 5 exaggerated LA culture, where the humor is primarily observational, where the jokes are about the gap between how things are supposed to be and how they actually are in this country. So really, my personal answer to this is satire does not need reality to be boring to work. It needs reality to be legible. The best satire does not just exaggerate, it more so reveals. It shows you something you already knew in a way that makes you feel it rather than just know it. And also, out of all of this, I don't think our worry needs to be if Rockstar's satire will hit. I think really more the worry should be how fast can Rockstar actually satire the stuff that's happening before it becomes outdated. If Klatz would have brought that up, I would be way more in agreement with him. But now with all of that, I want to hear from you. Do you think Jay Klatz has a point? Does the state of the world make it harder for GTA 6's satire to hit in the...
So yeah, it's pretty obvious that GTA 6 satire is going to be completely different to GTA 5 satire. While GTA 5 satire was more on robbing banks, doing, private military stuff, working with the FBI, All of that was pretty funny, but when we look at this game right now, it does seem like the satire will simply not work. Why? Because a lot of this stuff we have seen in GTA 6 is much more realistic. And I think when you took a look at something like LESTER, which, you literally are robbing banks, and this is something that happens in real life, GTA 5 takes it to another extreme, going through tunnels, going through a submarine, stealing from the private army. All of that really makes a game not so realistic. But when you check something like GTA 6 and you see like, okay, now I can build my own empire from the ground up, that is something that is already happening in real life. I'll keep you guys updated with more news.